Yvette Butler, the millennial generation is the most technologically savvy generation. They live their lives online and on their phones. That said, they really trust financial advisors a lot, according to a Capital One investing survey.
Yes, we found it to be quite surprising as well. Those millennials who did not have a financial advisor, 70% of them said they might use one in the future. Now, obviously, they're also interested in technological tools and robo-advice, but very interested in interacting with an advisor as well.
And during the August volatility, not too long ago, 81% of the millennials looked for advice from their advisor. This was far more than the boomers. Why is that? Is it just because the boomers have lived through volatility before and the millennials are just getting used to it?
Yes, I think those who found the August volatility to be stressful for them really wanted to have that collaboration. And that's what we see in the data for millennials, that they want to start online, they want to get informed, but that human touch, interacting with an advisor, interacting with a knowledgeable professional is still really valued. Whereas the boomers, as you said, they've been through this before and have found other ways to kind of handle the market volatility.
But are the millennials forming families? For a long time we kept hearing that because of the financial crisis they were putting off buying homes and getting married. Are they finally doing that?
What we have found is that what they are finally doing that, they delayed it a little while longer. It might have taken a couple more years than we've seen in other generations, but it's happening and they're following many of the same patterns that generations ahead of them have done.
And what about getting money from the boomers, from their parents, from their grandparents? Because for a long time we also heard about a massive wealth transfer from the boomers to the Xers, to the millennials. Is that still taking place, or are the boomers feeling the need to spend it on themselves right now because prices have gone up?
It's a great question, and we haven't seen it yet. Obviously, the boomers are still working through their financial plans and their retirement plans, but the data suggests that we will see a really significant intergenerational wealth transfer for the millennials in their later years.
All right, and how is Capital One going to get a piece of that? So what are you going to do with all this information? You did the study, what are you going to do with it?
You know, we're really looking for that magic in the middle. As I mentioned before, boomers value, and millennials, excuse me, value both advice and the human touch. And they want it in intuitive digital tools that are integrated into their life. So we're testing whole new ways to kind of bring the magic of what's on their mobile phone and that expert advice together in ways that inspire confidence. Because again, one of the biggest things we found is millennials have lived through two pretty big market corrections and have really lost a lot of trust. And so you've got to be transparent, you've got to be educational, and you've got to be digitally intuitive.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Yvette.
Thank you, Greg.
And thank you for watching The Street.